We have a warning tonight for parents. Popular security cameras that many use as baby monitors can be hacked.
If you have a baby, you probably have a monitor. Well, this happened to one tri-state couple. They woke up in the middle of the night to hear a guy yelling inside their baby's nursery. Tonight, Fox 19 investigative reporter Amy Wagner has more on what parents need to know. Amy?
Guys, that's right. These are hugely popular. Here's a look at what we're talking about here. These IP cameras, just like this one, many parents use them in their child's nursery to help keep an eye on them, and you can control them so easily from your phone, your iPad, your laptop. But imagine waking up in the middle of the night to find someone has been using your baby monitor to watch your child and your home. And our investigation revealed that hacker could do some permanent damage.
Sound asleep about midnight. All of a sudden I heard it sounded like a man's voice, but I was so asleep I wasn't sure.
Disoriented and confused, Heather Schreck picked up her cell phone to check the camera in her 10-month-old daughter Emma's room. She could see the camera moving, which didn't make sense because she wasn't moving it.
About the time I saw it moving, I also heard a voice again start screaming at my daughter. He was screaming, wake up baby, and then just a long screaming at her, I guess trying to wake her up.
That's when Heather's husband Adam ran into Emma's room and describes how the camera then turned from his petrified daughter to point directly at him.
And then it screamed at me.
What did it say?
Just some bad things. Yeah, some obscenities. So I went and unplugged the camera.
But the Schrecks were only beginning to plug into the truth of what had just happened.
Realizing someone had hacked in and from outside.
And wondering how many other times someone may have hacked into their camera and watched their baby and anybody else who walked by this camera.
You kind of do feel violated in a way.
According to tech experts, wireless IP cameras like the one the Schrecks have are an easy way for hackers to open a cyber door directly into your home.
Any kind of internet-connected device potentially could be subjected to this.
And once they get inside the camera in your home, hackers may also be able to get inside your lives.
It's not just that they want to get in and mess with your camera. More sophisticated hackers know they can use this as a launching off point to get into your network and potentially steal your identity or use your network to launch malicious attacks against something else.
His advice: change the password on your Wi-Fi as well as the camera itself and make them different. And check the manufacturer's website regularly for updates you can download. Simple security steps the Schreck family will now be taking after an intruder walked directly into their home through this camera.
I was just absolutely shocked to see that somebody could get into my house that easily.
And tech experts warn it's not just these IP cameras that can be hacked. It's actually anything with a camera on it, including Apple TV, your tablet, that could allow hackers to watch you right in the privacy of your own home.
I was really surprised about this because I've had, a baby monitor at our house for the last 13 years, and just to think that somebody could do something like this.
Well, and you hear funny stories about maybe neighbors being able to see or the channels getting switched up, but the person who got onto theirs could have been in Africa, could have been across the street. They don't know.
And make your passwords tougher. I read that a lot of people, their password is password, or it's 1, 2, 3, 4.
Yes.
You got to put a little more effort into that, I think.
And don't just keep the default password on there, because it's so easily for them to figure out what you have in your home and then search what the default password is, and then they can get right in, and I'm totally guilty of that sometimes.
Yeah.
You have more tips on our website.
Absolutely.
Good deal. Speaking of baby monitors, there is a recall underway tonight that could pose a risk to you or your baby. This is a picture of the Summer Infant Video Monitor. The U.S. Consumer Product Safety Commission says 800,000 of these devices are under recall. The rechargeable battery on the handheld monitor can overheat and rupture, and that poses a burn hazard. There have been 22 reports so far of overheated and ruptured batteries. The units under recall were sold between 2010 and 2012. Walmart, Target, Babies R Us, and Amazon all sold the products.